Welcome to the show, Hamu Yaropa. You are a drummer as well as player of the guitar and keyboards. You also like to play a variety on various ethnic instruments from Africa, your favourite being the Kora, a 21-string lute or harp-like instrument from West Africa. In 1979, you were persuaded by a friend to attend a concert which changed your life. Realizing that the use of music could be a powerful force for global change, the artist for that concert was the one and only Bob Marley, and the rest, as they say, is history for what's transpired for you. There is a ton of stuff to talk about with you, Hamu. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do tell us more.
First of all, my pleasure being here. I feel welcome. That's really awesome. So thank you. Tell us more. Where would I start here?
Wherever you like. I'll tell you what. Let's take you right back to 1979. So, can you tell us sort of where it started? As far as I know, you kind of almost didn't want to go to this particular concert at the time. You weren't aware that who was going to be there or necessarily how it was going to go. And obviously, you did go, and the rest is history. So, if you tell us a little bit about that and why you ended up wanting to go and what happened at the show.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Thanks. Yeah. So 1979, I'm just kind of playing music with some local friends here, kind of heavy into the R&B and the funky stuff.
Yeah.
And there just had come a point a few years prior to that, I had kind of joined some socially conscious kind of political groups, which kind of gave me a different lens into worldview, politics, the economics of what was happening. And so that kind of had me looking things differently. So in my kind of heavy R&B, soul, funk kind of background, which I totally love, I felt like something was missing in terms of worldview and something like that.
Yeah.
So my ears were open and heart was open for other things. And I happened to be like interested in this woman I worked with. But oh please, like I have a boyfriend and he plays in a reggae band. I'm like, a what? Well, now I'm in competition mode. Well, I play too, and so anyway, well, there's this guy Bob Marley coming, and you can check him out or something. And I'm like, okay. So while I'm looking for something different and looking for something different than the R&B, which was like my favorite thing, but like I said, there were components of it that were just like not resonating with me. There was a lot of love, but it was this individual love. It was like love song, baby, baby, baby. Like I just want a little bit more than that. And so I went to this concert, Bob Marley concert, to just see. I didn't know who he was, but just to see how his performance was and what it was going to be about. And then to my surprise and just, general appreciation, it was just like kind of totally different. It was kind of radical in terms of, people weren't like dressed up really, really nice and like for a concert or something like that. They were just like really scraggly folks just kind of hanging, including myself. And then, so I just watched his performance and, he wasn't like trying to be a crooner or anything like that. And he kind of just stood up being firm. I distinctly remember him singing a song, Africa Unite, and just standing firm. And, I'm like, yeah, that's the thing right there, like consciousness around things going on. And then from there on, now that's the rest is history, So from there, I started listening more. I became kind of involved in Rastafarian culture. It helped give me another gateway into music as socially conscious, as a unifier, as a lens into what was happening. So I just got deeper and deeper into it, noting that music for change is an extension of your own internal change, So as I changed inwardly, the music changing me, and then I'm changing and making music, like not having one without the other.
Yeah.
You know what's beautiful? Like Hamu, let's see, I was in the fourth grade. I was going to school right down the street from his house. We go back a long ways, man. You know.
I would tell somebody, I said, well, one thing that I remember about Skyler that sticks out of my mind is your basketball playing. You
Oh,
know, he loved basketball, right? And I friend the other day, I said, this is how I remember Skyler. Head fakes.
yeah.
See, this has come up before, his basketball prowess.
No,
So,
man, I had handles, man. I could play, right? Oh,
yeah.
what stopped me is, shoot, I'm getting out of school, and then I faked this guy about 6'8", and he came down on my foot
Oh,
as I was going up. So my Achilles said, "I'm not going with you. I'm staying back. I'm staying back." And the next day, I had the microphone back in my hand, and
yeah.
it's been like that ever since. Right?
Yeah. 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 I definitely know that you were good. And that's why I remember you. And I remember you playing. And I just remember how much you were into it. You know,
Yeah.
you, our friends up the street, the Martins and stuff.
Angelus Martin, yeah.
They were all into it, you know. And I was not a basketball player. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, feeling a little bit out, but whatever, right? It's just I had joy watching them. I feel like almost as if I were playing because you guys were doing the thing. So
No,
yeah,
and like I said, that I had to make a choice, right?
yeah,
I
yeah,
loved it. I've been playing in nightclubs since I was 13.
yeah,
I was on the junior. I was on my junior high school team, right? And my band would come pick me up from the game to take
yeah,
me over to Alameda to that club, right? I'm like, I'm trying to juggle. I love both of them, right? But hey, you know what? It's wonderful because the exercise and all the stuff you learn from basketball, it goes into music too in a certain way, regiment and all that kind of stuff like that.
yeah. That's how I go back in my earliest remembering of Skyler, and then I almost became, I don't know if you know this, like I became a groupie of his. I used to follow Uncle Wes. I think I got business cards from you from way back City Band, you know.
Dagwood, yeah. Oh,
Uh
wow.
I actually remember I had a truck at one time and I kind of did some roadie stuff with you with the Bucks, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. Oh man. Oh my God.
Well, how
You
many
know,
bands have you
and
been in, Skyler?
this is how like hang out and just admire and just like be around what he was into. It's like always. So I'm always a musician, but like there's levels to this shit, right? Excuse
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a trip because
me.
Eric was in the books. Eric
Yeah.
Daniel. We had him on the show too, and
Uh,
he started playing for The Voice. I think from what I heard, he's rehearsing with Cher right now, right? So
okay.
Eric just kept it going. There's a lot of talent from where just up there on 10th Avenue with Sheila E. and Pops
Yeah.
and stuff like that. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Frankie
Yeah.
Bailey and Mays lived around there. Journey
Yeah.
was down there close to Alameda. I mean, come on,
Uh,
man. There's so much talent, right?
the Bay, bro. It was a lot going on. A lot
Yeah.
going.
What you doing now?
Right now, not much. I have a reggae band that I play with off and on. I try to play my instruments. Yeah, like so, a lot of times just inner work, looking for more pieces of myself, looking for healing anything. Yeah, and just try to keep filling up with things that really fill me up, like really nutritious things, both on the physical and the spiritual world. So, and that's about it.
There's a lot of kids in America have never seen a Kora before.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can you play a
Oh,
little?
okay. I have my core here, and
Oh, you've got to play it. You have got to play it. Please, please do.
I could just play like 1 minute. This is like I'm I'm playing it, and I'm like, the first song that they tell me a lot of chord players learn is called Kele Faba. And it means it's not good to fight, or that's kind of like the general translation of the lyric. So I'll play a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Please do. Yeah.
For Music for Global Change.
Thank you.
I love it, man. That's what that's what this is about, because I want kids to see instruments that they don't see every day, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mention that I had been a music teacher for a little while.
Yeah, you have for 12 years, not just a little while, I understand, in Oakland schools. I was going to go on to that for you, Hamu. For 12 years, are you still doing that? Is that something you still sort of partake in?
I stopped in 2016.
Okay.
So that's like been my into that kind of career thing. But it was really interesting. My whole approach to school and teaching music was a global approach. So I had this really gigantic map on the whole wall that took up a whole wall in my classroom. And then we played songs from China and and Africa and Ireland, just like do all these things, and just exposure, like I thought that would be the best way to approach it. And they had a lot of fun, and I did instrument making with them. We could make some things, some thumb pianos, some shakeray, some whatever,
Yeah.
So
good.
Music globally has been a thing.
Yeah, so I'm going to play my Kora, which is this beautiful 21 string harp style instrument. And I started playing this instrument a few years ago, just picking it up as a second instrument, drums being my primary instrument. I love the melodic sound and I love the history of the instrument. So take a few moments if you care about learning more about the instrument and look it up, Kora. Find some interesting facts about the instrument, its history, etc. So the song that I'm going to play at this moment is called Kele Faba, and it basically translates to "It's not good to fight." Yeah, how's that for music for global change, right? Okay, let's get into it. Bolima fulala Kele bagiye Kele bagiye Kele maniye Bolima fulala Kele maniye Hey.
Yeah, man. So Hamu and I used to get up in that room right there and bust some congos up in there,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And golly.
Yeah, man, like really good time. We go way back. So I'm glad to have this long standing connection. Like I said, I from watching basketball head fakes to and maybe 30 years later being helping to move some equipment.
Yeah.
Coming by your house up in Napa and doing all these things and
Wonderful, brother.
Yeah, you know, so it's a good thing. So I'm proud of us, you know, just as human beings, but you know, just as long time connection. Those are really valuable, and yeah, glad to be here. Glad to come and just share, my piece of my world, a piece of my world, what's happening with me, and yeah, I'm really grateful. I'm really, really glad for all these things that happen and stuff, So
I love you, brother.
Yeah, I know, I know, like
supporting my career my whole life, man. I love you for that, right?
yeah. We got names. We could go back and we could
Oh
do
my
this.
God, we'd be here for hours, man.
I saw the video with what was the guy that lived on 17th down here? He's in Ghana.
Mike Bass.
Yeah. I watched that video. That was really cool too.
He lived just over by German Park. He lived up German Hill. He lived up there by German Hill. So
yeah,
man. We the whole. I got the neighborhood on here, man. You can believe that. Wine,
And we're all glad to see you and feel you doing all the blessed work that you do. I see how it impact your life and your vision, and how you've grown, spiritually and everything too. Not that like you have far to go. Just, we all change. We morph. And it's really, really positive.
It's
really
powerful, man. Well, get ready to come to Africa with me because we about to go over there and do some things, right?
Oh, I'll go over there. I got some good reasons to go over there too.
We'll get ready because we're going, man. I'm doing some like I said, Eric Daniels and I just wrote a theme song for 14 countries, right? And it's gonna be like the new We of the World, but only I got Africans singing on it. There's Americans on We Are the World. I got Africans singing for their country.
Oh yeah, perfect. It's a good time for that kind of thing too. Never too late for that.
No, we got it all mapped out.
So for that, So yeah, that's another plan I have slated for this year. It's getting kind of late, but like I mentioned, traveling into Ghana and seeing what else is happening there. I've been Zimbabwe, Kenya, Nigeria, Liberia, Sierra Leone. I've been all those places, and now I'm ready to kind of hit into the Ghanaian thing and see what's up.
Oh yeah, man, it's about to start growing like crazy because of Mike, right?
Yeah,
a lot of infrastructure in there, man, and roads and hospitals and schools, man. He's about to build stuff in it. So, I'm on board with it. You know what I mean? It's a wonderful thing. They use my music. I'm like, wow, man, this is great. And Swedish guy came up with this concept to find equipment for all the farmers so they can teach the young people how to farm because there's 200 million malnourished people. And so, but if we can get them to grow the food, get young people involved, and you do it meant to help your country, and I'm glad I'm over the moon for them using my song for it,
Yeah.
And Eric's from Oakland too, he was in the band, the Bucks, keyboard player. So
that's the thing to do, man. Start at the root, helping the people, I'm not gonna say a lot because of all the politics around, stuff. I'm like, I'll just say help the people,
Help the people. What's great about this is like we're not giving the money to the government.
Right.
We're giving to the farmers that have land. And we pay them to teach the young people.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they can feed their country, man. Listen, we're running down, man. I love you so much for coming on the show, man.
Thanks for the for these moments, man. I cherish them. I'm excited. I was nervous and excited. And
What? Oh, come on,
No
man.
need for nerves.
well, mostly it was like the technology thing, because I was like, and I had some, stuff going. I had some company. I was like, hey, y'all gotta leave, because I'm like trying to do this thing, and then I'm trying to get my Zoom to work, and at first that my the internet, it just was like a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, this is really weird. But so I started early in anticipation of those things, right?
We got it done. We got it done. It was supposed to happen. We got it done, man. Listen, Tom's gonna get some information for you so we can spread the love, man.
Yeah, I just want to know, really, Hamu, if you've got. I mean, I don't know if you have any kind of social media contacts, people that maybe can get in touch with you, maybe contact you with regards to the sort of instruments you use and stuff.
Well, they could do if they're at Instagram. I don't do social media too much, but my Instagram is Hamu Delight.
Okay.
So MUDELIGHT.
Yeah.
You may not recognize me because I just got like a bunch of my raw food recipes and dishes on there or something,
Yeah.
Just a few. But yeah, that would be a good place.
Nice.
Well, namaste, brother. Much love for coming on.
Yeah.
Yes, I.
See you all soon, okay?
All right, brother.
Take care.
Thanks, folks. Much love.
Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all get together, music can save the world. Yeah. Music can save the world. Music can save the world. If we all come together, music can save the world. There's an urgency facing our humanity.
Thank you so much for watching. To stay up to date, please click subscribe and hit the bell. You can also join our group on Facebook and find us on LinkedIn and Instagram.